Good evening. I want to talk to you today about how to stage your home. In this video, I'm going to show you some really cheap and easy tips on how to stage your home for sale. Now, if you're like most people, you probably don't have a lot of money to spend on staging your home right now, but that's okay because I've got some really great tips that are going to help us make your home look amazing without breaking the bank. Now, if you want to learn more about this, stay tuned to the end of this episode. You may be wondering, why on earth do I care about how my home looks if I'm getting ready to sell it? Because we as humans, we like for our stuff to look good. We like for our spouse to look good, our kids to look good. So what makes you think that when we're selling our home, we should make our home look good? Our home is going to be the home front of who we are. If we have our house looking all discombobulated, that paints actually a negative picture in the eyes of your buyer on who you are as a person. If stuff looks sloppy and tacky, we're kind of not turned on by it as much. Now, if we're selling something as pricey as a home, it's best to always make it look like $1 million. Number one, clean and make necessary repairs. Now, before you sell your home, it's best to actually deep clean your home and make any necessary repairs, such as fixing leaky faucets and patching holes in the wall. Think about it. Would you want to go purchase a home for $350,000 that has 16 holes in the wall where the people were in the house doing karate and they done kicked the hole from the kitchen wall out to the living room? You don't want anything like that. And if you were to buy something like that, I guarantee you that you would ask for $10,000 to $15,000 off this house because of these holes in this wall. And make sure the bathtubs are clean, the toilets are clean, make sure your drains are working, because these are going to be normal things that the normal human being are going to use on a daily basis. So please at least make sure those normal functioning things are up and running as intended. Number two is going to be declutter and depersonalize. Now, this one here is kind of a hard one because I know our home is our casa, but if we're getting ready to sell it, that means that we kind of don't want our home to be our home anymore. So at this point, now you want your buyer and their families to start visualizing themselves inside of your home. The best way to do this would be to remove any personal family photos. Think about it like this. When you go buy a used car, you don't want to go up and see dog hair or cat hair inside of your used car that you're finna go buy. Always make sure to declutter and depersonalize to make the home feel more welcoming and inviting to the new potential homeowners. The third thing is going to be to add lighting to dark areas. Now, what this is going to do is, this is going to actually make your room look more lively and more friendlier. Have dark kind of paint in a room and you don't really actually have like windows in the room to kind of offset it, to put like a really bright LED light inside of that room so it'll give that friendly vibe whenever your potential buyers go inside of the room and start looking around and they start kind of visualizing, okay, hey, I'm going to put my work desk right here. Ooh, this would be a good room right here for me to make, quilted blankets in where I can keep doing my hobby and start my business. I don't know a lot of people who buy dimly lit homes because a dimly lit home is kind of a drab. So if you're trying to actually get your home sold, it's best to actually make sure it looks lively and awake. So always try to make sure to set up correct lighting in each and every room. Number four, that's going to be rearrange furniture. Now, Once we rearrange furniture, what this does is this actually serves two purposes. The first purpose that it serves is it actually makes the room appear larger. And the second purpose that it does, it actually makes the room have more functionality to it. Now, when we have more functionality to a room, this actually paints a certain illusion in the eyes of your buyer, which makes them want to purchase your home because you painted an illusion of a very functional, grandiose area. Even though the particular room may be like a 10 by 12 dining area, but if you got the room feng shuied and arranged a certain kind of way, you can make that 10 by 12 look like a 20 by 20, and you can almost fool people with the depth of it. Because the way how furniture is arranged, it plays a certain thing on your eye. So if you have furniture rearranged very strategically, and Pinterest gives you really good ideas on how to strategically rearrange furniture, that's actually one of my little tips and tricks that I use to rearrange furniture in my houses that my wife and I have sold and things like that. So again, always make sure to have the furniture rearranged a certain way that's appealing and pleasing to the eye. Number 5, create a sense of warmth and comfort by adding throw pillows, blankets, and other cozy touches. When we're purchasing a home for comfortability. So if you have a house that has like a cold kind of vibe, like a cold kind of feel to it, that's going to actually give the wrong vibe on what you want to portray your house to be. Never want your home to give the illusion to the buyer that it's a cold home. You don't want nothing like that. So if you got like blankets and like things that like your mom might have made or like your aunt may have made, like little crochet decorative pieces, like anything that has weight to it, like quilts, blankets, big comforters, like snuggies, anything like that, kind of strategically lay those down on like the couch and maybe like on the bed. What this is going to do is this is going to create that sense of comfort, and it's going to make your client or your potential buyer feel like right at home. If you like this episode or if you found it helpful, please press the like and subscribe button as this helps my channel grow. If you want to keep the conversation going, please feel free to drop me a comment below. I personally answer back all comments. And that about wraps it up for today's episode. Until next time, I'll catch you later.